Hey everybody, welcome back to Mal's Board Game Room. So today we are unboxing Gems of Iridescia. So I first came across this game at FalCon. Rockstone and Dice had a booth there and they were showcasing this game. So you could sit down and play it, and a lot of people did. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to because they were very busy and I was really busy because I was live streaming. But they did join me on one of my live streams. So I'll make sure to add that link in the description below so you can see, and we had a talk about the game and how it came to be and the whole process, and a bit more about the game itself. But today my copy showed up, so I now have my copy of this game and I want to show that with you. So let me share this here. Okay, so I have the box here. First of all, artwork is absolutely adorable and beautiful and whimsical, and it's like kind of a neat cartoony quality to it, and I really enjoy it. Now I have opened it already and I've sorted it and punched it, and I figured I would show you guys because honestly I did this video already once and I forgot to show the other side of the tiles, and I was like, where's everything gonna go? And I personally like to see how it's organized. Now, I don't know if this is how the game is supposed to be organized. This is how I organized it. But let's have a look. So first of all, let me show you this lid and a bit more details. Like, the artwork is just beautiful. And this is the iridescent edition. And I think it's just everything is shinier. And it is a beautiful game. Then I want to show you as well the inside of the box. The artwork in here, again, is just so neat. I love when the box insert has kind of a nice pattern to it. I think that's great. So I'll put that off to the side. And this is the game. It looks great. It is put together just amazingly. Everything has trays with lids. I'm a big fan of this. I store my game vertically, not horizontally. I like vertical because it's easy to pull one out, put it back in. I don't have to lift and try to pull one from the bottom. I don't have my top games smushing my bottom games either. It's easy to put back in place. But if you don't have a great system for how the game is stored, they will all kind of spread everywhere, right? Sometimes the box can be a bit of a mess, but this box is so well designed with how everything is stored, so that's not going to be an issue. Now we have the rule book here. I normally like a rule book that's the full size of the box, kind of sits in there nice. I do like the shape, like the size of this one. If you want to take this with you to read, while you're on the couch or in bed, it's a nice size. Colors and design, like they're nice and vibrant pages. It has a neat textured finish to it, so the paper feels quite I don't know, like it would rip, I'm sure, but like it's a nice sturdy feeling paper. So we have all the components. So in the image here, you'll notice it looks like these components are just from the retail version, not the iridescent, but they're very straightforward. You can tell what they are. So we have the components, the player's component showcased here. We have the setup page. This is a must for every game. There's very little game that you don't need to have a setup, but I absolutely love and then they're numbered, so first you do this, then you do this. So I like that. And that it's all, there's an image showing all of this, and you have like the player set up in the bottom there. So well organized. I'm a big fan of this. We have the key concept, the gameplay, what's the goal, the turn overview, the main action, the optional action, the end of turn. Take note, this will be in a player rate as well, and I'll show you those in a minute. And it kind of describes all of the main action of what you can do. Then the tile bonuses, optional actions, and so on. And then end of turn, the relic cards and more details. Then you have the end of turn, the end of the game, and then the end of the game scoring is explained here as well. So it's really well organized and put together. So it's a really good rule book. Then you have the solo expedition. You can play this game solo. I'm not much of a solo player, so I may never explore this solo version of it. My friends might. Sometimes they borrow my game and then they tend to solo play more than I do. If I have no friends over to play games with, I normally do these recordings anyway, so I'm not big on the solo play. But it looks cool. There's like a whole deck of cards that's specifically for the solo mode, so I'll show you that as well. Then we have, the catalogs of items. Then there is pro tips, variant, and common mistakes. I thought that was cool as well. And then the reference guide for the relics. And at the very back of the page, we have all of the icon that is kind of showcased on here and terms that are explained. So I like that. If you've learned how to play the game, you can just have this for quick reference. You don't have to have and flipping through the rule book too much. So we'll put that aside here. Now, I want to point out, I do have as well the expansion Starlight of Iridescia in this. My light's kind of right there, so picking yellow is just shining on the box. So I do have this in here. This is a really nice sturdy box, but I just fit everything in here. So that did come with its little setup and how the additional rule for playing with this expansion. So that's in here. Now we have the player board. The player board is double-sided, I've noticed. I don't know if it makes a difference. So you have this side here that is kind of like more with the purple tones. And you have this side here, which is more the earthy map tone. Otherwise, the game looks fairly similar. I think the map's the same other than the color. So you might be able to play both sides, or maybe one side's for a different player count. Who knows? You have all of these little tile placement. Let me get this close to you. So you can see like there's the shape that would show where all the tiles go. This is you're going to have all the tiles kind of in the different terrain, and you're going to move upwards, revealing tiles as you go, collecting gems, trying to make your way to the top where the castle tiles are going to be. So it's a resource collection and kind of tile revealing type game. But it looked really, really cool. So that's how the game board looks. I really like the artwork of it. The end of game scoring is easily showed on here. You're going to have the dice assigned to each gems here, and then you're going to have more of the stone dice at the bottom there. I'm not really sure what the stone dice do. I just kind of quickly perused the rule book a little bit. I haven't had the chance to play this game yet, so a lot of this is still a mystery to me. So that is the player board here. Then you have the player board. That's the board game. Then we have the player board. So there are 4 players. This will play 4 players, so you have just the different colors here. I am a big fan of the player board being double layered, so this is how many gems you can hold at a time, and it just kind of holds it in place nicely. Artwork is adorable. It's just beautiful. So this is the ROM one here, and then you can see like it's such a neat looking art. I just really like that. And then I'll show you the other one here. We have Moja. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but we have this artwork and then the double layered board for this as well. We have Hooven. And this is more like they're in the forest, camping. And we have Quito. And they're like in the market or something. So we have those 4 player boards. Then we have the first set of trays. Now I've punched all of these tiles out. It punched really nice. Now it's like, is it crucial to have a really great punching game that punch super easy? You only have to punch it the one time. But if you don't have to pull out an X-Acto knife because the paper is ripping because it's not punching well, that's nice if it's punches really nice. And this game punched really nice. So just want to point that out. So it comes, as I mentioned, with the lid. You put this down. You have all the different terrain. I didn't put them in order because technically it would go in order. You would have like the desert first, and then you would have this one, and then it would go like, I don't know if it goes in the stone and then the forest, but it gets laid out in a certain order. Now, what I want to show you, because I didn't show you anything because I'm not going to be showing this video, but look at the back of these. Like, you'll have tiles that shows gem. These gems are like shiny. These are beautiful, beautiful tiles. I'm pretty sure that's what the iridescent edition does. It just has all that shine, which I absolutely love. It makes like such great, beautiful table presents. So we have this one in here. I do have, and I didn't sort them, but I do have a few expansion in here. So the Starlight of Iridescia just added this tile here. So it's the Starlight tile. So you have like a stargazer kind of thing in here. So I've just added it in here for now. I haven't really looked into how that kind of changes. I'm assuming it kind of randomly gets added in here. But, let me sort this properly here. So that would go in here. All set. Then it has the lid, holds everything together. Love that. All right, I've just kind of put the cards in here, and they had some of the dice in here. I fit the dice here because it fit. Now, under each card, we have more storage anyways. These ones are for, I'll show you here. So the barricades for the solo mode. So I may never look at those. These are the ROM cards, also for the solo mode. Let me see if I can drop the lights a bit, if that makes it a little easier to view. It's just the angle. But let me move this way a bit. There we go. Much better. Okay, so this is the ROM card, and they are for the solo mode. So I may never look at those. We'll just put them back down there. They're going to be brand new. If I ever, no matter how long I own this game, they'll be brand new. Then we have these cards here. And they have Restore the Most Tech Relic for 7 points. So they're end gold cards. You're going to get 2. Partway through the game, you're going to pick one to keep. The other one gets discarded. And then it's just kind of a secret bonus that you could score on. So there's just a bunch of different end game scores that you could score at the end of the game. Then we have these cards here, and then underneath I have, actually I missed showing you this one over here because you also have this one. Technically, these you collect if and when you reach the top of the mountain. They're worth different points. So you can see we have like a 3, a 5, a 7, and the gem is worth 10. Now, from what I understand with this one is there's going to be a castle tile that has that gem. You don't know where it is, and you're trying to land on it in order to be able to get these. But these are nice wooden components. It has that satisfying, like, it's just satisfying components to play with. I'm a really big fan of this. And I just have them in here for now. So we'll put that back here, and we'll put these. Oh, I haven't even looked at these cards. So we have, first of all, our player aid card. So it kind of represents all 4 characters from the game. And we have the Keto player aid, the Uven player aid, Moja, and then Rom. And then it just kind of has the main actions, your optional actions, and then end of turn and what you got to do with that. So there's that. Then I have these star cards. These ones are from the Starlight of Iridescia expansion. So just adds extra stuff for that expansion if you're going to play with it. I'm just putting it in here. Then this card here is for the other mini expansion that was sent to me as well. And it just explains the setup, the rule, and how to kind of add that to it. And it adds the Cobalt Keep. So the Cobalt Keep promo cards is in here as well. Then we have these cards here. I don't know a whole lot about what these cards do. Oh, these are the relics. So you have the different relics that's going to be at the top of the board that you're trying to rebuild or put together, and they're going to require a certain amount of gems that you're going to collect, and they'll be worth points, and I don't know, they'll do things. So, and you know, I think it's part of like the games you're trying to do the most of this as you play. As I mentioned, I've not played this game yet. Then we have the market cards. So these market cards include extra market cards from the expansions. And we have the Cauldron of Fortune here. So again, like, look at the artwork. I just absolutely love it. The Regal reference book. This one looks so cool. I think this is cool. So we have all of these. We do have, as I said, I added the 3 Cobalt Keep from that mini expansion. So we have these cards in here as well. And then we have the Starpoon. We have the Stellar Shovel added into the market here. And that's for the Starlight of Iridescent expansion. Then we have all of our player pieces. And these are so amazing. So they're all wooden. They're all like really well depicted here. And I'm going to show them to you. So they're the 4 characters. They look so good. And then if you flip them over on the back, you see like their little backside. It's like the back of them. And I like when they pay attention to that. And it's just kind of not the same on both sides. But then you can see them from the back. So I really like those. Then we have these ones. We're going to be collecting, well, the victory points. I think they're called royalty points. So this is just to keep track of the royalty points on the outside of the board. And if you reach 100, then you would flip it over to the one that shows 100. And the other ones, like they have the initial of your characters on the front of it. So I think that was a cute little attention to detail. But so we have these here. Let me put that in here. So it fits perfect. We'll put their market cards back in here. And I'm going to lift this out of the way. So I've put the punch board on the bottom, kind of helps keep the game a little bit more flushed with the edge so things doesn't shift quite as much. But before I get to that, I just want to show you have more artwork on the inside of the box. You often see artwork. Well, you sometimes see artwork on the inside of the box, like the box lid will have some artwork sometimes, and that's really cool, and I really like that and appreciate that. It's not often you see artwork on the inside of the box that's going to store everything, so I really appreciate that. But let me make some room here. I'll move this out of the way a little bit. So here we have the components. So that's great. You put this out, take off the lid, you're all set, you're ready to play. We have the 4 different gems that we're going to be collecting, and these are nice chunky wooden components, and they are shiny and shimmery, and they look amazing. So you'll have the different type of gems that you'll be collecting as you make your way up so that you can trade them in to get the relics. So that's really cool, and they look so good. I also have some of the stars from the expansion of the Starlight of Iridescia. These glow in the dark. Now, glowing in the dark components is absolutely unnecessary. You're never, ever going to play your game in the dark or in pitch black. So does it really matter? I would argue yes. I love the fact that I have glow-in-the-dark components. I have a few games that does, and I absolutely love it. Even though I'm not going to use it as a glow-in-the-dark component, I like the fact that it does it, and these ones do. I don't know if I can show you if that's going to... So what I'll do is I'll try to put my flashlight on it, see if I can get them charged up. Just let them glow for a minute, let them charge up, and then I'll turn my light off and see if if it shows anything. All right, and then we have the gold, because we'll be utilizing collecting gold throughout the game. So these are just little cardboard chip, which works perfect. Every Christmas, my stepson buys me a set of like metal coins. So you can completely just use any metal coins if you prefer to use along with your games. I have a few sets that I'll just pull out when we play games and use those instead. So you definitely can do that. Then we have the dice, and there's lots of dice in this game, and I like that. So we have, first of all, the gem dice, and every time you're going to get gems, it's going to change its value. Let me see if I can get them. And then there should be a blue one in here somewhere. Oh, they're all the white pips. That should be easy to spot. So these are the gem dice. They're kind of see-through. They have like a glitter in them, if you can see that. They're beautiful. And then you have the player dice. And let me get that. All right, so we have the player dice. There's red, white, blue, and green. On the top corner of the player, it's going to show which color dice your player would get. So there's that. But these have like a nice pearly finish to them. They're really nice. And then, oh, that's gone on the floor somewhere. And then we have these stone dice, which also has that pearly, shimmery look to it. So I do like that quite a bit as well. So there's all the components of this game. Like I said, I haven't got the chance to play it. I looked a little bit into it. I am really excited to give it a try. Now let me turn this flashlight off and see if I can show you these glow-in-the-dark stars. So hopefully it shows. Let's have a look. Well, it shows a little bit. It's just not quite dark enough in here, but you can see the kind of glows in the dark a little bit. I really like that. That's great. It's too bright in here though. So yeah, as I mentioned, completely unnecessary, but I like that attention to detail. So this is the unboxing of the game Gems of Iridescia. So stay tuned. In the next little bit here, I'm going to try to get this game played and then kind of do a playthrough of it or a review of it. Actually, this coming weekend on Saturday is Mountain View County Comic-Con, which I'm going to be running a panel for them on board game designs, and I'll be doing some live stream throughout the day. So maybe this will be one that we can live stream from the location. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.